Yo, I heard the door knock. Was that my... Ooh, you have no idea how long I've been waiting for those. Come on, Andy, those are mine.
Come on, Andy, those are mine.
Okay, maybe that won't work. Andy's mad. Look at him, mira. He crazy.
Okay, so I'm really excited about this because I got a bunch of stuff from LCT. I freaking love LCT. But these packages took so long to get to me because this one in particular got seized and then returned back to LCT, and the other box has been with me for about a month and a half, and I didn't want to do anything with it until this one showed up. You'll see why, it'll make more sense. So, of course, I want to thank LCT for making this unboxing video happen. I'm just really excited because I know what's in here, and you don't even realize how excited I am. Another shout out I also want to give is to the USAirsoft channel members. You guys have been freaking awesome lately with giving me a bunch of ideas that I'm going to start making videos on. If you guys want to become a USAirsoft channel member so you can enjoy exclusive perks that no one else gets to enjoy, then be sure to click the join button that you guys should see on the USAirsoft homepage. I'll give you guys shout outs every single video, and in the next video, if anyone joins, I'll be sure to give you a special little shout out. But with all that said, let me go ahead and rip these boxes open because I can't keep this excitement in any freaking longer.
Okay, so let's start with this box first. This one showed up pretty quickly after LCT shipped it from Taiwan, so I expected the same thing from the other package, but EMS had different plans, I guess. However, ripping into this box, we see a lot of LCT swag, like a lot of hats, a whole bunch of patches, and so on and so on. There's like 30 hats alone in here, and there's probably even 100 patches or more in here. LCT basically sent a booth in a box. And then we got 5 XXL shirts. Those won't fit me at all, so that's kind of a bummer. Then to finish off this box, LCT sent me a banner, which I could hang up somewhere. I do have plans to get a garage soon, so this will go up on the wall for sure. But what about all those patches, hats, and shirts? Well, I guess I'll have to do care package giveaways on the USAirsoft Instagram, or for the USAirsoft channel members. It's only right. So I guess follow me on Instagram or become a USAirsoft channel member. I'll try to do as many giveaways as I can with all of this. And I think I'll start that up once this video gets 2,000 likes.
Okay, so with all that off to the side now, this is the showstopper here. Now, I'll admit some people might not like this, but I don't care. As soon as I saw that LCT was making these, I had to get myself one, and I've been commenting on so many videos that people have been putting up on these. So we're going to be giving pretty much everything from that pile away, but this is going nowhere. This is staying with me. So with that said, let's rip it open.
Alright, nothing fancy, and I'm not talking about the YouTube channel. Let's cut this box apart, rip out all the foam and stuff, and get this out. That's right, I got an LK53A2, and you can call it the Thicc-P5 because I sure will. Thank you, Grantham. I just couldn't handle myself when I saw these were coming from LCT, and thanks to them, I got another brick house of an AEG and a few magazines for it. These magazines are made completely from steel and they're dense, and no lie, you could use these as a hammer if you wanted to. Oh, and I forgot about the all black steel flash hider. I love it when companies add these in. I wish all companies did. I wouldn't mind spending another $10 or $15 if I had an option to. I really wouldn't. But alright, let's check this thing out. Going over the LK53A2 is a pretty easy task if you've ever handled any of the LCT G3s before, because for the most part, it's just a smaller version. But let me show you something. This is my VFC MP5. Now I like my MP5, it's pretty simple, but I like simple. But let me lock the bolt on my MP5. Now let me lock the bolt on my LK53. Let me do a quick reload on my MP5. And with the LK53. You get the point. Wrapped in a welded, stamped steel body that's strong enough to be thrown into a car window, the LK53A2 weighs quite a bit. Even the magazines weigh quite a bit. So for as small as it is, you'd still feel the weight after a while. Even the polymer stock and handguard are thick chunks of material that put on some pounds. The magazines can be used as hammers, like I said, for how well built they are. But yeah, they have a squared follower for whatever reason. We can only hope that one day LCT will start adding in extended followers or just rounded follower tips. I really like the magazines though, for how they look and how they feel. They really look like real magazines at certain angles. And I like that you can get different versions from extended mid caps, which are my favorite, to standard high caps. This isn't the full review, but of course you get 14mm counterclockwise threads under the orange flash hider that I already took off to put on the steel one in the box. We get a rotary hop-up that clicks and guides BBs through a 270mm inner barrel, but we don't have a MOSFET or an electronic trigger unit of any sort. Despite being unavailable in a lot of places because of how new they are, they're still built old school. Some will say that LCT really needs to do updates to their internals to stay relevant, and others will say that it's great the way they are because now I can do mods any way I would like to. So I'll let you decide if this is a good thing or a bad thing. But man, I cannot get over doing this over and over. This whole assembly is made entirely from steel, so feel free to do this all the time, anytime. It'll get people's attention even if it's an AEG. The SEF lower goes with the classic H&K aesthetic nicely, but I can see some inconsistencies with realism that I'll pick on in the full review when I get to that. Besides that, the controls are all the same if you've ever used the G3. The same selector switch was used that doesn't do anything to the right side. We get a paddle magazine release and an M4 style release that no one can even reach. And the bolt locks back like it should until you're ready to slap it good. I can't argue how well built it is, but then again, everyone knows that LCT builds wrecking balls. Not many replicas feel as good as this LK53, or feels as sturdy. I also like how much room is inside the stock for batteries, like this rather big Titan Power Stick, and I like how great any of the LK53s and 33s look with minimalistic attachments. But what about the things I don't like? Well, I wish it came with Dean's connections. I think the trigger pull is long like any other H&K replica that's not an M4, the body is blank of any trademarks, and the magazine can be a pain to insert correctly sometimes. You can even cause the follower to release every BB from the magazine if you insert it in just the wrong way, leaving you completely useless in a firefight as you reach for yet another magazine that could do the same thing if you're not careful. I love the hop up and how it clicks. I love how you can put BBs on target at 150 feet with 0.3 gram BBs with no sights because it's just stupid easy to pull off, and I love the unique look of this replica that is sure to confuse people. It's like an MP5 but bigger, or a smaller G3. It's got a pretty hefty price tag though, but when it comes to LCTs, anyone who's this serious is still going to go for it. You can say overpriced, but you know you're going to see LCTs all around the place anyway. Heck, even I would get another LCT RPK if I needed to. I love that thing. I just really hope that we get this same kind of quality or even better when LCT decides to give us a new PSG-1. If that happens. Just make sure to put me down on the list to get one of the very first ones, okay? I know I have a lot more to go over, but I'm really excited to take this to a field to make a gameplay video out of it. And the only real thing I want to do to this 53 is add on a Surefire flashlight handguard. And that's it. I'll be happy with a few extra extended mid-caps too. I've got a lot of stuff to write notes on and test out before the full review gets worked on, but please ask all the questions you might have in the comments down below. I know I've skipped a whole bunch of stuff, but this was just like the unboxing / overview. I'll even have links in the comments for some of the LCT stuff on Airsoft GI that they have right now. and I'll actually be picking up 2 special little AKs that they have on their website, so maybe you can add something to your collection, like I will. We always support the people who support us, so make sure to pop in the Airsoft GI and have a look around. You just might find something you must have. You know, like an RPK or one of these someday when they become available. I also really need to thank LCT for sending me all the stuff they did. I know I've got an ever-growing pile of stuff to give away, but expect to see an Instagram giveaway soon so we can send some of this stuff out. Again, a big shout out to LCT for giving me the chance to show off this LK53 and for just being awesome like they always are.
Now before I go, I can't forget this. I need to personally thank all the new USAirsoft channel members because we gained quite a few of them, and that's freaking awesome. Every channel member really helps out the channel, and I've got a list of them right here, and I really need to thank Pinkatron, ShivVox84, Raiden848 for Airsoft, V, Shadowstalker V, Kazirin, I'm so sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, Hamish Watson, Beaver Gaming 64, and everyone else you see on your screen now. I really appreciate every single person on this list because, like I said, every USAirsoft channel member really helps out the channel. And like I said in this video, if anyone else joins up, then I'll be sure to give you a personal shout out in the very next video because I really appreciate anyone who looks into doing it. The join button is down below, and there's even a link to become a USAirsoft channel member in the description. But we broke 280,000 subscribers recently, so I've got a Novrich giveaway coming up. So in the very next video, keep an eye out because it's gonna start then. And that giveaway will be global, and I'll make it super easy so anyone can join it. But besides that, I want to thank you all for watching. It's been a while since the last upload. I got really sick in the past week, but not what you think it is. It was something else. But yeah, I got kind of sick, so I've been putting kind of video production to the side for a bit. But I want to thank everyone who liked this video, commented, who did everything to support this video, and who continues to support the USAirsoft channel, because it's been a crazy ride, and we still have so much more on the way. But until that next video drops from the city of San Antonio, this has been Scott Hollenbeck, and I will be sure to see you all next time. Take up, wind up from the motor, brake, reset, mush, wind up, fire. I know it's not a gas blowback, and I know this doesn't matter, but I don't care.
Come here, let me film you. Let me film you. No. Come here. No. Get that booty over here.